This is Pastor Joyce Hardnett, Senior Pastor of In His Army Ministries Apostolic Church, located at 5017 Holly Crest Drive in Jacksonville, Florida. I want to take you into a special service where our service turned into a testimony time. I pray that something is said to bless you and encourage you. Tune in and be blessed.
All you got to do is call him.
His name is Jesus.
Just call his name.
His name is Jesus.
Oh, hallelujah, Jesus.
His name is Jesus.
Just call his name.
His name is Jesus.
Just call his name.
His name is Jesus.
Keep your mind sound
His
so you
name
can praise him. Don't you let the devil change you. I tell you, you was created for a purpose in this world. Go on and serve him. He gives you power to fear no evil. Stand up and be strong. Listen, people, I tell you something. God is his name. He has all power. Change anything. His name is Jesus.
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 If you call his name, I promise your situation will change, must change, because his name alone will make hell tremble and all the demons shake off themselves. His name is Jesus.
His name is Jesus.
His name is Jesus.
His name is
Oh, his name is Jesus.
His name is Jesus.
His name is Jesus.
His name is Jesus.
I'm telling you from experience. I've been in some dark place. I did not know what to do in my situation. The devil was tempting and playing my mind. But one thing I remember is I did be fine. I fell on my knees. I say, Lord, hallelujah. I praise your name, Father God, in the strength. The Father told me, say, son, get yourself up. Get back in line. Everything will be fine. His name is Jesus. His name is Jesus.
His name is
Oh, his name is Jesus. Don't you ever forget to call his name. Name is Jesus. When you're in a place where you don't know what to do or think, remember, you call his name. Your situation, I promise, will change. Cause I did it too. And look at me now. That's why I stand up and shout very high. Because God breathed into my lungs, and that same breath he breathed in me, I give it to him. His name is Jesus.
His name is Jesus.
His name.
August 27th, the man of God said, give God 90 days. He said 90 days and he's going to turn every situation around. I had several things before God, and I've been praying and praying about those things. But one of the biggest things I've been praying about was my husband, which y'all don't know is we do everything together. Everything. We get up and we just ride. Should we go left or right? And we stay going all day. And it just was some changes. And I saw the changes come over him. But I kept praying because I kept believing God.
Yes.
Because I know God can't lie.
Yes.
And what he promised me was going to come true. Pastor Joyce spoke last Friday before last. She had told me some things even before the man of God did. And everything she spoke came true sitting right there on the corner where Bishop is sitting. Everything she spoke happened. And I just kept saying, oh my God. And the enemy came in and tried to make me think God hadn't done it. Because it does not always come out the way we want it to or where we think it should. God is not like us. So things are not going to be like we think they should be. This morning, My husband was the church before I was.
Yes, sir.
What you don't realize is I got a 2-for-1 this morning. My family is here. My daughter is here. And my husband is here. My whole house is in church this morning. Praise God. You should be able to praise God with me. I am so grateful to God. He answered my prayer. If you ever had a petition before God, something that you desired more than anything in this world, if God don't do nothing else to satisfy, I'm going to praise him until the end of time. I'm going to praise him until he calls me home. You don't understand what it means to have your whole house praising God together. I know nobody did it but God. That's why I came up before you this morning. That's how God uses him. He gives him songs in his head. And he just sings them. Praising God. I know God gave me my Boaz. And I have continued to be his root. We got to understand, women. We keep saying we want a Boaz. But Boaz wants a root. And I need standing sometime when you don't feel like standing. Praying when you don't feel like praying. Got his back when you don't feel like having his back. Giving up some of your sleep just to pray for his soul. Even when he don't do right by you, you do right by him. I know that was the husband that God gave me. So therefore, I wasn't going to let no devil take him away. Come on now. I just want y'all to praise God this morning. As if this was your last opportunity to praise him. Give him everything. Don't leave nothing on the floor. Don't leave nothing on the floor. Give it all to him. Give it all to him. He'll do what he said he's going to do in his time. I thank God for Pastor Joyce. She had my back and she lifted my arms. And she told my husband every opportunity, I love you. He knew he had a home. And I thank God for that. Continue to pray for me and my family as we continue to pray for you.
Amen. Amen. What an awesome testimony.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
My God.
You gotta excuse me, I'm shy.
That's all right. We love you. We family. I am too, believe it or not. Take your time.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
Come stand up here with me.
I'm supposed to give this testimony like the first day I got here, but just trying to wait for the right time. But there'll never be a right time. You just do it when you want to do it.
Right.
Before I don't give, like, in my whole life, I'm 37 years old. I don't give testimonies. Not like I don't, like, I appreciate God every day. I do, God knows. I can talk to my friends about what God has done for me personally or individually, but I'll never stand in church and just because I'm a very shy person, not because I don't want to, because I'm a very shy person. So I think this is like the second or third time in my whole life I'll be giving a testimony. And it's because this is worth it, because before I met my wife, things were so rough, back at home. And because I just lost my dad at the time. So I just wanted to leave Nigeria and just, do something, because it was just, Nigeria is like a hellfire, so to say. So that's why you have one of the best churches there. That's why you have one of the best, preachers there, because you have to be strong to be in Nigeria. In Nigeria, you can't be in the middle. You will die.
My God.
You either, if you want to serve God, you serve God. If you want to serve the devil, you serve the devil.
Come on, talk.
Now that's how Nigeria is. It's like a constant warfare. You don't understand it. Like, you don't get it. That's why, like, in Nigeria, churches are well celebrated. Churches, like, that's why people prefer to beautify their church when they worship than their house, because church is like a safe, like where they where they run to.
Right. Wow.
You can never see a Nigerian church like this. Wow. You can never see a Nigerian, like, it will be so beautiful, so like, and their houses are not even, they probably sleep in the streets, but the church will be beautiful, ACs everywhere.
Come on!
Because this is like a place where they come and just, find peace. That's why I say in Nigeria, you don't get it. If you're not, like, you have to decide you want to serve God.
Listen!
Or you want to serve the devil. So that when trouble comes, because it's going to come, which one who's going to help you? Like, just choose the one that you feel is going to help you. If you believe in the devil, if you're sure that the devil is going to help you when the trouble comes, then go. And if you believe that God is going to help you, it's like a battle between God and the evil and bad. You don't get it. So when they hear, when like in Nigeria, when you're talking on the phone, right? You have to talk quietly, because somebody, your neighbor, could hear that something good is about to happen to you, and he or she go over there and fight it spiritually. Nigerians don't have guns. They fight you spiritually. They can make you like they can make you literally, you be walking but you're dead, but you're walking. That's how Nigeria is. It's okay. Here in America, somebody piss you off, they can come with you in a gun, you can charge you the gun or whatever. But the worst is for somebody to kill you spiritually.
Yes, it is, son. Yes,
it is. Like you don't even know your neighbors is like the witch. Like I told my brother, I said,
you in the right church.
I said the reason why I didn't want to talk the first day is because I know I got a lot to say.
It's
I was just
all
waiting
right.
for the right time. I don't want to take
You're in the
nobody's
right
time.
church. We ready.
I'm telling you the truth. In Nigeria, the things you see on TV or you're watching your horror movies are real.
Real.
If you move into a, like, let's say let's say pastor moves into this house. This is her house. She moves in here, start praying, with bishops and everybody. Once, if there's a witch around here, like in Nigeria, a witch will come to your door and say, "I'm a witch, come, let's fight."
Jesus!
Like literally.
Oh my God.
Like literally, it's not even like, so you have in each building, because of that atmosphere you have in each building, like in a building, you can have 10 churches in one building.
My God.
Different names, so if you're a pastor, you have to be always strong, or else your neighbor, if your members feel that they're not safe in your church, they'll leave your church and go to the next church opposite you, where they can find safe. So it's like a competition between pastors trying to stay powerful than the rest of them.
Isn't that something?
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because if I'm in a church, and something happened to me, or a devil throws a spear at me, and I'm in your church, and somebody's telling me you better leave the church and come here. We stronger here.
Oh my God.
So you have to constantly. That's why every pastor in Nigeria is strong. So you can't, that's why when you travel, if a Nigerian person travels, there is nothing you can say to him, or if you are a pastor, that's gonna move him. I'm not a pastor. I'm not a. I'm very lazy when it comes to praying. But if I step into a church that is real, I will know.
Yeah.
Like literally, I will know. Y'all they can do whatever. I'll just be looking at them because I've seen worse. Like I'm from where, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the first day I step in here, see, I told Brother Mando, and I told him, I said, the first day I step in here, you have to understand, there are preachers and there are women and men of God. She's not a preacher, she's a woman of God. People confuse it.
Yes, they do.
She's not a preacher.
That's right.
Because when I stood here, she was talking to me. She was talking to me like she was talking to me something I didn't even tell my wife.
Come on. Shut your mouth and keep on talking.
You feel me? And so we'll just, I'll leave that now. But first of all, I try to, at the time I tried to leave Nigeria and everything, and it was, kind of hard. And in 2017, I applied for to come to America, so I went to the embassy. I had to pay like over $500,000 there. So I went to the embassy to get my visa, and they didn't give it to me. They turned me back. So I went home. It was just, and when they turn you back like that, the American embassy over there, they don't play. If you don't have the right documents, they're not gonna listen to you. I just went back, continued. I went through life, I went to the point where I wanted to take my life.
Jesus.
At some point. So what I did was I just, run to church. I have a church that I attend.
Right.
The thing is just that we don't have a branch here,
Right.
in Florida.
Yeah.
No, in Jacksonville.
Okay.
But we got one in Miami, but that's too far. But I have a church where I run to, and then, started praying for me and everything. It wasn't too long. So what happened was, when I went to the church, the lady, the pastor, one of the pastors of the church called me, and she said, why is a grown man like you crying? What's the problem? I wanted to start speaking. She said, don't say anything else, don't worry. I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna make sure, I can't give you money, because I know there's no amount I'm gonna give you that's gonna be enough for you. But what I'll do is I will give you money every Saturday night, so you can come to church every Sunday. It's the word that you listen to that will change your life.
That's right.
That's the word I'm gonna give you. Because actually, when she gives me money, the money's not even a money. It's like just, I'm looking at the money, it's just a transport to come to church. I'm looking like,
God!
what you take me for? Do you understand? It's so little. Then one day after 6 months, she called me. She said, other lady, she called me. She said, you know why I just give you that money? Because I know that if I give you $1 million, it's not going to be enough. But this word that you come to listen to every day, this word will give you everything you want.
You gotta say it.
I'm like, okay. It's like you're hungry and somebody's preaching to you with no bread. You're just talking to you with no bread. So it didn't make sense at the time. So I was like, what is she saying? Then she said, I don't want you to just come to church and sit down. I want you to, pick I want you to put you in a group in church, where you can join the, people who do stuff. Don't just be a normal member.
That's right.
Then she put me where we call them venue management. We actually the ones who organize the chairs and arrange the chairs before the pastor comes in. So we have Nigerian churches are large, so we have 16,000 capacity. 16,000 people in my church. So me and my team, we would arrange the whole 16,000 chairs.
Oh my!
So we would do that we would do that every night, all overnight. Sometimes overnight when we have church programs. Sometimes we have 7 days church programs. I sleep in church because I don't have to, because my house is actually far from where the church is. So I sleep on the floor, so you see the leader. We have a leader. They'll wake us up around 2 a.m. to come start arranging chairs. We have to arrange that chair in 2 hours before the morning service people come in. Sometimes while they're coming in, we're ready to go, take a shower. We should take a shower behind a car, behind somewhere. We're just doing that. So one day on my birthday, it was around 3 a.m. So the lady who used to pray for me, she's like a godmother to me. She just took me by the hands. She grabbed me. She took me to the topmost floor, the gallery, the top. And then we were looking down at the chairs, well arranged. She said, you see how y'all arrange this chair? You see how you arrange this chair? This is how God's going to arrange your life. Since that day,
Blessing God. Blessing God. Blessing God.
Real man.
Blessing God.
Thank you, Lord.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Blessing God.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. You don't have to apologize. Take your time. That's right. That's right. Take your time. We love you.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm sorry about that.
It's all right. You don't have to apologize.
And then after that, it didn't take. Okay, so the job I was working at the time, they won't let me go to church, and it was that same church that provided that job, even though the job wasn't paying much. It was just a little thing, and I was just doing the job. So, but I wanted something better. So when it was time for us to, we have our yearly program that we attend, 3 days program. So I told my boss, I said, I want to go to church. I won't be coming to work for 3 days. We have a program we're doing in church. Can I just go? He said, no, you're going to stay here. Wow. Who's going to stay in the store when you leave? Whatever. I'm like, but I can't, like, this is, that church saved my life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where,
Amen.
that's in fact, when I didn't have nothing, that's where God, gave me this job that I'm doing now.
That's right.
So I believe that God's still going to give me something better than this.
Yes, he is.
So I said, so why should I leave the church just because I got a job now? This is
That's
nothing.
right.
That's right.
It's nothing compared to what
That's right.
So
love it.
he said, no, you're not gonna go anywhere. So I said, okay. And it was already, it was actually like a day before he gonna pay us our salary, because in Nigeria they pay you monthly, not weekly. So I said, so I said,
They pay you monthly.
yeah, not weekly. So I said, because the reason why they pay you monthly, so you wait, because if they pay you weekly, you would leave, you run away. So then I waited, I said, I don't want to offend him or, make him look suspicious or suspect me, because I made up my mind I was going to leave. I was going to leave the work, I was going to leave the job. So I said, let me just be nice to him until he pays me and I leave the job.
That's right.
So I just pretended, stay calm, because I wanted to just call to him and say, why you go? But if I do that, he's going to think like he's going to run away if I pay him. So I just, so I said, no problem, I hear you. As soon as he paid me my job, like the program was supposed to start tomorrow, and I was supposed to get my salary today. And usually he would delay the salaries like 3-4 days after.
What?
I press it on my knees. Because if the program starts, I don't mind, I'm going to leave the salary.
Right.
I just said, that night, that afternoon after we came to work, he just called me and gave me my salary. I just called my close friends, the ones I'm close to. I just said, I'm not coming back. So they said,
Y'all ain't coming back.
so they say, you really? Like, yeah, don't say nothing, I'm not coming back here. So when I went to church, he gave me the salary. I took out some like 10% out of the salary, and I went to that program in church and I gave it.
That's right.
When I gave it after the church, after the whole program, I went after the program. As a matter of fact, when the program ended, because while the program was still on, because I was there for 3 days in the church, I was still happy. I didn't know I don't have a job no more. So it was after the program finished and everybody was going home to get jobs, going home. I'm like, did you think about this thing before you did it? Now you don't have a job. Like, you feel me? Like, reality starts to set in.
Right.
So I just went home. I didn't care. I just went home. I said, when you get to that point where you just say, Lord, what next?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I said, well, it's okay. I just stayed home, just stay home every day. Now, I didn't have data on my phone to even browse, to even do nothing, to meet people. Like, the way I met my wife is weird. I'm not going to go into all that. Right. But when we met, from the time I left the church, it took 2 months later after program, I met my wife. And from the first day I met my wife, my life has never been the same.
Hallelujah!
So, like, we would talk and everything, before she got over here, we got married, she go over to Nigeria, we got married and everything, we started processing. We thought, like, just when we got married, everything is done. I think that's like the stage 2 of the war. That's stage 2. So it's like, you know, different level, different devil.
Yes, sir.
So it's like, so when we got married, now we married. So everything's supposed to be okay. Of course it was okay, but then you have to face another level of challenge.
Yes, you
now
do.
that's
the truth.
process,
Yeah.
the visa
That's
process.
That's the truth.
That's right.
Now that took almost
Another process.
yeah, you feel me? Like, yeah, like, and then we were almost getting to it, then Corona hit. Then we had to do the lockdown, the embassies were shut down, everything. I said, what's going on? I went to bed one day, I said, Lord, if this world is going to come to an end, just let me be with my wife, let it come to an end. I don't want to be outside my wife and the world comes to an end. Because I'm already thinking the world is about to come to an end. I don't want to be like, I just want to, if the world is going to end by fire or by water, I don't know. I just want to hold my wife like this and let everything just end.
I know that's right.
You know, so I was just saying that in my head, you know. I said, it's just crazy that we have to stay, you know, far away. Like, what's wrong with these people? You know, they keep delaying. My wife will call them, yell at them, scream at them. They'll say, sorry, ma'am, we're processing. There's nothing, they would tell you off nicely. They will give you bad news nicely.
Nice, man.
You know?
Yeah.
So after that, went for the interview. We were like 5 of us who went for the interview. Everybody who went for the interview got their visas like under a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they gone. I was left there for 8 months.
Oh, wow.
And it felt like, wait, hold up.
Yeah. Why they get their stuff?
Why do I always have to face the strongest challenge? Like, why me? Like, it was just crazy. Like, I'm like, my friends were, they were already all over, like, they were already here with their wives. I'll be watching them on, you know, WhatsApp. I'm like, going for vacations, going for whatever. We all went for the interview together. I'm supposed to be here, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at it like it's taking 6 months after my interview. After your interview, you're not even supposed to waste 1 week. And you know, they give you a visa and you're gone.
Right.
7 months.
Wow.
No cost. Like, there's nothing. I can't say the cost. Like, and then when I went to my pastor in Nigeria. Right. Because in Nigeria, they like, if you go to a vision, like a prophet or whatever, a prophet in Nigeria will talk to you like he or she is the one who gave birth to you. Like, they will see even when you were born, what happened the day you were born. Like, they are so accurate because they stay praying. Now, don't get me wrong, they have false prophets, of course.
Right.
But when when you get the real ones. So when I went to in Nigeria, right? You will see, if you want something done fast, even in church, or you will use money. Listen, what I did was, in Nigeria, like, we believe in action. What I did was, I started, when I was taking time, I started sending money to pastors to pray for me. In Nigeria, it's so hard, so you can't just tell somebody to pray for you. You will send money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, you will send money. It's not. They're not gonna ask you, but you use your head because there's a lot of things.